The Dallas Mavericks have lost 134 to 122 to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and this cannot keep happening. The Dallas Mavericks are currently on a 4-game losing streak. We're about to fall down into the play-in territory. Luka's still hurt. Dončić still hurt. Naji Marshall is finally done with his suspension, but now Kyrie Irving is out with a sickness, and we have no idea when he'll return. The Dallas Mavericks cannot catch a break, and in tonight's game, it looked like we could have hung in there a little bit better. We lost by 12 points, but our defense was just abysmal. The offense couldn't catch up, and the coaching was nowhere to be found. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the box score, go over what went right, what went wrong, and how do the Mavericks pivot from this loss. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we had over 400 likes on our last video, which I just want to say thank you so much. 468 likes. I appreciate it. But if you enjoy everything that we're doing here at Mavs Digest with our live streams, watch-alongs, news vids, and everything else in between, make sure you like this video. I'd appreciate it greatly. In tonight's game, tonight's horrible loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers, which we really shouldn't take too personal. No one likes to lose, obviously. 4-game losing streak. We're in the West. We already know how tight it is. We may fall down to the 5th. We're the 5th seed already. We may lose and fall down to the 6th or 7th seed. And we know that the Cleveland Cavaliers are good. They're the number 1 team in the East for a reason. They only have 4 losses on the season. No one on the team particularly stands out as their breakout star, like how we have Luka. But they are coached very well. They are a deep team, and they play together very well. And before tonight's game, we got the word that PJ and Maxey were available. Everybody was happy. It looked like we had somewhat of a fighting chance. But then we got the news that Kyrie Irving was out with a sickness, and I just did not know what this team was going to do without both of our playmakers. Without Luka, without Kyrie, we're obviously leaning a lot more on Spencer Dinwiddie, who really didn't have that good of a game at all, if we want to be honest. It was a bad game from Spencer. We did have Clay, we had Gafford, we had everybody else, so maybe we could pull it together through committee. Maybe Jason Kidd kind of knows how he needs to maneuver. And in the first quarter, we hung in there for the most part. And then to end the first quarter, going into the second quarter, the Cleveland Cavaliers went on a 20-0 run. It was just abysmal. It was horrible. And after that 20-0 run, it was just back and forth of trying to play back, bad defense, exploited defense. We were getting to the free throw line several times, thanks the refs for kind of helping us, but things just weren't going the way that they should. And going to the half, being down by as much as 16, we could have made somewhat of an adjustment. And in the third quarter, our defense still didn't improve. Our offense did look better, but we only made a 1-point dent in that deficit. And come the fourth quarter, we're still trying to figure things out, still trying to fight back. We do bring the lead down to about 12 points, but then the Cleveland Cavaliers call a timeout. They make the right adjustments, and they seal the deal. They throw in their garbage time. We throw in our garbage time, guys, and it looked like there could have been a comeback. Maybe I was just dealing with some copium, but our garbage time guys did bring the lead down to as little as 9 points. But ultimately, we did lose by 12. There were some bright spots tonight as Brandon Williams had some of the most run tonight as he's ever had all season, and he looked great. He looked like someone who we might want to consider playing over Jaden Hardy. And Jaden Hardy also had a great game as well. From an offensive standpoint, Jaden Hardy's defense is still abysmal, still fouling on every little thing, still turning the ball over. It's very frustrating with Jaden Hardy because even though he had 17 points off the bench, those fouls, those turnovers, it can definitely pile up, and it makes you wonder, what is he actually working on? But Brandon Williams looked pretty good in his role. Quentin Grimes was also amazing. Klay Thompson looked good in the first half, but really didn't do too much in the second half. Derrick Lively struggled against Jared Allen. So did Daniel Gafford, but in some ways, Daniel Gafford looked pretty good. In some ways, Derrick Lively looked good. There is some things that you can take away from this game, as there were some bright spots, but overall as a team, the biggest issue is availability. I don't think that this team is bad or as bad as the last 4 games look like. If you look at it, we're missing people. We're missing Naji Marshall, one of our key defenders and playmakers and scorers off the bench. We're missing Luka and Kyrie tonight, who are 1-2 punch every single night. And obviously Dante Exum, whenever he comes back, he'll be able to help out with our depth. But when you don't have options to go to some of your better players, when you're forced to play some of your deeper bench guys, you're really just praying for a miracle. And if we take a look at the box score here, PJ Washington, who was back from his little injury that he had in that last game, he had 15 points, 1 block, 1 assist, 7 rebounds. He was 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 of 7 from 3, 6 of 18 from the floor. Obviously coming back from that weird knee sprain, which I'm so glad he didn't miss a significant time. His defense was good. His offense kind of struggled, but all in all, I'm not too mad with PJ. The 6 missed threes, definitely want to scale back on that. Derrick Lively in 27 minutes gave you 7 points, 1 block, 3 assists, 11 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 5 from 3. Definitely struggled defending Jarrett Allen, as well as Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley looked so much better than all of our bigs combined tonight. He was knocking down threes, getting to the basket, getting a little push, little floater in the mid-range. I'm not saying I'd rather have Evan Mobley, but I'd rather Derrick Lively be better than Evan Mobley, which obviously Evan Mobley's been in the league for a little bit longer than Derrick Lively. Derrick Lively is still a sophomore, still learning things, still developing. So having Derrick Lively going up against those two bigs that are more experienced, it definitely showed tonight. And without Luka, without Kyrie, we really couldn't utilize our bigs like the way we wanted to. But continuing with the box score, Spencer Dinwiddie. Very disappointing, a very bad game. 23 minutes, he had 2 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 0 of 3 from 3, 1 of 7 from the floor. I'm glad that he passed. I'm glad that he got those assists and those rebounds. I'm glad that he also stopped shooting, but this was not a good night for Spencer Dinwiddie. Klay Thompson, 29 minutes, had 16 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 of 10 from 3, but 4 of 13 from the floor. Klay Thompson really couldn't get anything else going other than those 4 threes, as that was those were the only shots that he was able to make, as well as the 4 free throws as well. But I don't know. First half, Klay looked good. Second half, Klay, I don't know what I saw. As well as Quentin Grimes, though, on the other end. Quentin Grimes in 33 minutes had 26 points, 1 steal, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, was 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from 3, but 9 of 14 from the floor. There was a little run to end the third quarter going into the ending the third quarter going into the fourth, where Quentin Grimes looked like the best player that we had. Attacking. Obviously, we know Quentin Grimes is very good on the catch and shoot. He can shoot the 3-ball very well. He's like a mini Clay, I like to say. But when the 3-ball wasn't falling, Quentin Grimes said, all right, I'm going to just attack the basket. And kept going, kept getting to the free throw line, converting those free throws. And that was somewhat of a spark that we needed. I was hoping someone else would follow suit, also start a little scoring barrage behind Quentin Grimes. But I loved what I saw from Quentin. Just the tenacity, just the I want to go and get it. He was just getting the ball, running down the court, attacking the basket, and going. Quentin Grimes, I appreciate you being here. If anybody thinks that he needs to go, you don't know basketball. I promise you that. To finish up the box score, Markieff Morris in 4 minutes had 5 points. Maybe we should play more of Markieff Morris. Just kidding. Maxi Cleveland in 16 minutes had 2 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Not too upset because he only played 16 minutes. He was 1 of 4 from the floor, 0 of 3 from 3. It is what it is. Omax only getting 7 minutes, had 4 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, 1 of 5 from the floor, 0 of 1 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Definitely want to see Omax get more minutes. I think that he's slowly starting to show what he can do and getting more reps, getting those opportunities to play, kind of like how we did with Brandon Williams tonight. I think Omax can start to develop more than what he already is. Dwight Powell gave you 4 minutes of garbage time, had 3 rebounds. Daniel Gafford in 17 minutes had 12 points, 1 block, 2 assists, 8 rebounds, was 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and 5 of 6 from the floor. A definite turnaround game after that abysmal performance against Houston. Wasn't enough, but I like to see Daniel Gafford play well. The energy, it's always there. It gets guys hyped up. Brandon Williams, the man of the hour, really, 20 minutes, had 13 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, was 2 of 4 from the 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and 4 of 9 from the floor. And in a game where he got the most minutes so far in any game this season, he looked amazing. I know a lot of us were very hyped and excited for Jay-Z Gortman to start the season. Unfortunately, Jay-Z Gortman really hasn't gotten that much of an opportunity. But Brandon Williams looked amazing tonight. Looked very comfortable, very relaxed. He was pushing the pace a little bit, getting guys involved. And if you don't watch the if you don't watch the G League, Brandon Williams has been killing it in the G League. So it's good to see him get some minutes. That next minute mentality definitely spoke to him. And not enough, obviously, from the entirety of the team, but I'm glad to see certain guys step up, like Quentin Grimes, as well as Brandon Williams. And to wrap it up, Jason Gorman in 4 minutes had 3 points, 1 assist. And Jaden Hardy in 25 minutes had 17 points, 1 block, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from 3, and 6-11 from the floor. And at times, I was getting very frustrated with Jaden Hardy, mainly because of the defense, because it just wasn't there. But the offense, it was there. It is what it is. But one thing that I want to show you, or just highlight really quick, is that the Dallas Mavericks out-rebounded the Cleveland Cavaliers. We had 21 offensive rebounds, a total of 53 offensive. How do you not win when you have 21 offensive rebounds and 53 rebounds? I thought if we could just rebound like that every night, we win many more games. Those second chance opportunities is what helps this team win games. tonight, it just wasn't the case. We just weren't shooting the ball well enough. We gave up too many points in the first quarter. We were in a deficit that we just couldn't get ourselves out of. But in this game, only one could really stand on business, and I think it's pretty clear who it is, and that player being Quentin Grimes, who had 26 points, 1 steal, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. Definitely took over, definitely did what he had to do. I love me a little bit of schoolboy Q, and Quentin Grimes definitely did his job. There are some honorable mentions. Jaden Hardy offensively was good. Also, Brandon Williams, Klay Thompson, at least in the first half. Didn't really give you too much in the second half. But a few other things I want to show you guys is this right here. Guys, the Mavs give up a 15-0 run to end the first. It feels like I was descending into the depths of hell. Yes. And then after that 15-0 run, the Cleveland Cavaliers started the second quarter on a 5-0 run. And I think that was really what did us in. As Jason Kidd, he was calling some good timeouts in parts of the game, but that moment specifically, I understand you don't want to waste all your timeouts, but going on a 15-0, then a 20-0 run, you got to stop the bleeding. I think this game would have been a lot closer. I don't think we would have won if he called a timeout. But if he did call a timeout, maybe we don't lose by 12 points. Maybe we do make a comeback. But that was definitely the hole that we dug ourselves in, because we outscored the Cavaliers in the third and fourth quarter. In the second quarter, we only got outscored by 5 points. It was really just that first quarter. And the problem that we've had all season is the energy that we have coming into these games. And it looked like that was a problem again tonight. But the last thing I want to leave you guys with is this. Obviously, Quentin Grimes, 26 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 9 of 14 from the floor, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. QG was hooping. Schoolboy Q. You got to love it. But Brandon Williams is moving me. Or do I just sound desperate and delusional? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did you like what you saw from Brandon Williams? Do you also feel delusional or desperate? I myself want to see more Brandon Williams, but I'd like to see what you guys think about it. So comment down below, and we can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on this channel. The only way to enter our giveaways is become a channel member of any tier. But until next time, y'all take care, drink water. Peace.